down in a hole, feeling so small, down in a hole, losing my soul. I'd like to fly when my wings are in the What's up, cool people on the internet? Welcome to another edition of Tremendous Opinions Podcast. You are now tuned in with your boy, Deep Cut Donnie, over here on a Sunday afternoon. Got the sniffles for about 7 or 8 days in a row now. I'm going through it, fellas. I've been through the ringer the past week. Reasons for late upload. I told you last podcast. Fondling around with these shirts, I messed around with that bleach and I didn't really know. I'm a moron, dude. You know, you're not supposed to eat glue. You're not supposed to touch bleach. Don't put your hand on the stove when it's hot. I don't know. I'm an idiot. I've had wicked problems with my freaking feet, dude. It looks like I was on set when they were filming House of the Dragons. I held my foot up in front of one of those dragons and said Dracarys. That's what it looks like. It looks like I went to a World War reenactment and put my foot up in front of a cannon. That's what it looks like. Wicked hot. You don't want to hear about my problems. What's up, everybody? Got a decent little show lined up for you, huh? Big football vibes. Yes, there's a lot to talk about, but I'm starting us off with freaking football. I got me a little cigar. Reason why. I wish I was on good old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Wish I was on good old Rocky Top. Ain't no telephone bells. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Freaking big vibes, dude. No disrespect to my Tar Heel people. I love my Tar Heel people. I have a UNC tattoo over my heart. No disrespect to UNC. But Tennessee, Alabama stole the show. I'm sorry. I know it's UNC Duke. What's bigger than UNC Duke? It's on my towel right here. But Tennessee and Alabama was like an all-time classic. Alabama, maybe if they weren't such a titan, such a powerhouse, a dominating force, maybe it wouldn't be such a big deal. But for the past, I don't know, since I was like in elementary school, Alabama has just been in the championship game, and it's automatic. It's Bama and who else? Who's going to play Bama this year? That's the vibes. But now, after years and years of suffering, had a few good players, Alvin Kamara, Eric Berry, my freaking favorite. But after years of suffering, it's exposed. The truth is exposed. Like I said, no disrespect to anybody. I love Mac Brown. I wouldn't have any other coach in the country in Chapel Hill. I love Mac Brown. But Tennessee football, it has to be the coolest program in the country after this last weekend. These overall wearing people stormed a field by the 100,000. It looked like Persia in 300. The Persian army stormed Neyland Stadium Saturday night. They ripped down a goalpost, and dude, they had cigars. I don't know how many cigars were lit up. There's just smoke everywhere. There was probably 50,000 cigars in that place, lit up. They ripped down the goalposts, and I saw old boys riding out, and I heard they threw the goalposts in the creek. They threw it in the river. Next to the yacht club. There's like 40 yachts out there parked right next to Neyland Stadium. They threw the goalpost in. Incredible, dude. Incredible. And the coach is kind of like a hum-diddly-dum, Humpty Dumpty guy. But he's great, dude. He's not like the Mac Brown, like doing the AB dance. He's different. Like I said, I love Mac Brown. I wouldn't have anyone else other than Mac freaking Brown, dude. You know that? Dude, I'd tackle a train for Mac Brown. But they got something different over there at Tennessee, man. And maybe the stadium. 100,000 people. 100,000 people. That's like, I don't know how many people live in Raleigh, but I mean, 100,000 people? That's crazy, dude. And they all were on the field. It turned it into like one of those music festivals, a Mudfest or something, dude. Tennessee football. That was incredible to watch. Congratulations to the program, dude. You're doing it. Big things. Big things. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Wicked hot. You want to know what else is wicked hot? For whom the bell tolls. I can't sing that one. I told you I'm wicked sick. Estoy enfermo. Estoy poquito enfermo. Oh, that's gross. UNC Duke. We take the bell home for the 4th consecutive year. Thanks to our boys, Drake May, Caleb Hood, Josh Downs. Dude, these guys are never going to really know me, but I met a couple of them at that NIL deal. I met Nesbitt, and editing the podcast, I messed up. I said we met some of the D-line, and then I said Diego Pound's name. He's an offensive lineman, Diego, and Nesbitt's a tight end. But these dudes, man, they showed up in a clutch game, Duke Stadium is the other end of the spectrum than Neyland Stadium. It's like, I've seen high school stadiums with more capacity than Duke's field. And, it's nothing to write home about. But it's, I don't know, they kind of do the same thing with Cameron, right? But Cameron's a different vibe because they actually win sometimes in Cameron. Duke football. Relax, buddy. Relax. Duke freaking football. Get out of here. But it's always fun to beat Duke. I don't care if it's a badminton tournament. We're out here playing ping pong and flip-flops. Want to play some cornhole? I'll beat a Duke guy in anything. Line it up, buddy. Guitar Hero, I'll shred you to pieces. Line it up, bud. Freaking Duke fan. Loser. Anywho, continuing on with the football. It's going to be wicked hard to listen to me in this one, dude. I sound like I got cotton balls stuck in my nose. I can always sound like Shaq when I get like this. What do you think, Ernie? I went 4-0 in fantasy football last weekend. And I planned to do this podcast before now. And I'm not that excited because this week is a different story. I'm not going to bore you to pieces with my fantasy woes. I'd rather bore you to pieces with my woes of being a Dolphins fan, okay? I'm a Dolphins fan by heritage, I guess. By inheritance is what I meant to say. Inheritance. My dad, every Sunday, would just be watching the Dolphins. How bad they suck. Chad Henne was the quarterback. It don't matter. We're Dolphins fans around here. For whatever reason, I don't know why. He could have picked anybody. But he picked the Dolphins, And I think it's because Marino and the glory days, like 30, 40 years ago. But now it's leaving something to be desired. But for the first time, like 20 years of pain and suffering, for the first time they're starting to turn it around. And then history repeats itself, dude. Right when we start to see a change, history repeats itself. We've gone through quarterbacks like cigarette packs the past 20 years, just like clockwork. He goes down, he goes down, he goes down, he goes down. We got to trade and get this guy who sucks. He goes down. You know, it's just never ending for whatever reason. And I know the reason, actually. I'm not going to front. Do you know why the Dolphins had slight success to start the season? Started 3-0. Do you know why? You know why we won 3 games in a row? Because the NFL's trying to get Dolphins fans to forget that our ownership bribed a coach to lose games on purpose. On a yacht with some unnamed other quarterback who wasn't supposed to be there. I think it was Cam Newton. I don't know. I just pictured it being Cam Newton. He seems like the kind of guy that wouldn't ask no questions and get on the boat. The Dolphins. I didn't forget. Our ownership is just wicked, corrupt. I'm saying wicked a lot. My new favorite word. Who cares? Wicked, corrupt. And I don't forget, dude. You deserve to lose your quarterbacks. You nasty. Lose games on purpose. What is this? Like we hadn't lost enough games on purpose. We don't have to lose on purpose. We lose anyways. Got me all fired up about the Dolphins in here. They just went down today. But as bad as it is being a Dolphins fan, at least I'm not a Panthers fan. Panthers are just reprehensible. Dude, Baker Mayfield, he didn't even play today. They threw some other poor schmuck in there. That's just, dude, I saw a billboard on the highway. It was a Miller Lite sponsored Panthers billboard. And my first thought was, you need Miller Lite to watch the Panthers. If you're a Panthers fan, you need a 24-pack. And you're going to go to sleep at halftime out of frustration and drunkenness. You need Miller Lite if you're a Panthers fan, dude. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't even tell anybody I'm a Panthers fan. I'll tell you I'm a Dolphins fan. You know, we got Tyreek. We got something to cling on to. But the Panthers, that's a horrific situation. I've never heard a home crowd boo like that. They were like throwing stuff at Baker Mayfield from the top mezzanine. Freaking Panthers. I'm not going to bore you to pieces with football talk either. You know what? Switch it. Switching gears for a moment, gentlemen. If you haven't seen the Redeem Team documentary, it is worth a gander. Beautiful piece of work. You know, it's not going to win any Academy Awards, but it's insightful I love Olympic basketball. I always have since I was a kid. I loved watching the highlights of the Dream Team. And even like when they got beat by Manu Ginobili. I mean, I love watching that competition. Like I said about Brady's games, it's just a different type of basketball. It's roughneck. The refs turn a blind eye, and you can really, like what Kobe did in the documentary. I mean, I'm not trying to spoil anything. Just fast forward if you want to watch it. But Kobe was a game changer for that Redeem Team. Big time. It made me miss Kobe more so than I did. And I've talked about Kobe like multiple times on this podcast. But Kobe, dude, he ran right through Pau Gasol. In the gold medal game, the very first play, he ran through his chest. He said he would. He told everyone he would, and he did. And you could watch the film. They show it like 4 times. He just blasts him, dude. And if it was Tua, he would have been crumpled up like this. But it was Pau. He had some edge to him, you know. And it's just really cool to see Kobe's mindset and how his approach and how he lived his life. LeBron said that all the guys went out to party and they were getting back to the hotel at 5 or 6 in the morning, walking through the lobby like LeBron, Carmelo, D Wade, some of those guys, Chris Bosh, and they see Kobe up already. He wasn't out all night. He woke up early at 5 something. He said his routine was 4:30 in the morning. Wake up at 4:30 in the morning. They said when they walk back drunk through the lobby, they see Kobe with his weightlifting gloves on at 5 in the morning. And it sobered them all up real quick. They stopped giggling, I'm sure, and they just looked at each other like, oh, okay, that's why he's Kobe freaking Bean Bryant. And it switched their mentalities. They started one by one waking up at 5 in the morning, working out with Kobe, and it started the whole atmosphere of a gold medal team. Like, I'm sitting here talking like I know what I'm talking about. I'm a mush. I bet my neighbor could beat me in a game of horse right now. But, it was really beautiful to see Kobe in interviews that I've never seen, and his interpretation of international play and Olympic play. And it's really worth the watch. The Redeem Team documentary on Netflix. So check that out. Okay, almost didn't bring this up. So they appointed one man, Jerry Colangelo, to lead the charge on resurrecting United States basketball. Because this fella, he went west and he founded a few of the NBA teams by himself, and whoever the powers at be thought that Jerry Colangelo could do this. He could make USA a winning basketball tradition again. So, Jerry Colangelo in this interview, he's an old man now at this point, but he said when he was tasked with reviving Team USA, in his words, he said, obviously, I went to Dean Smith. And that kind of took me away. I didn't expect to see or hear Dean Smith in the Redeem Team documentary. But Jerry Colangelo said, obviously, you go to Dean Smith when you need a basketball question answered. And that's freaking awesome, dude. And do you know what Dean did? Jerry said, Dean, who's the coach? Who do I need to go after to coach this Olympic basketball team? Dean Smith said there's only one guy that could handle it, the egos of all these players, and manage them and push them forward. And that's Mike Krzyzewski. Which is wicked tough, dude. For Dean Smith to have the gall. And he was right. Coach K did a great job with the Olympics. I hate him. And his ears are inflated and red. Look like he got stung by a bunch of bees. But he was right. Coach K can coach the Olympic team. He did. He won gold medals. And he checked all these egos. And in a pretty beautiful way. Coach K goes about it. He's cussing left and right. It's very interesting to watch and to actually know that Dean Smith hooked up Coach K with that Olympic job. Pretty cool, man. Before we get out of basketball, got to talk about the Draymond Green thing. Whatever, dude. I know it's been like 2 weeks ago. I don't see nothing wrong. Everyone's up in arms about Draymond Green being the villain and the bad guy. What'd you think he was? Did you think he was selling Girl Scout cookies? He's like the bully in the NBA. He's the bully. He's been in so many fights over the past, I think 2009 was last year in college. 10-year career? 11-year career in the NBA, Draymond? He's been getting in fights every other week. And you're surprised? Dude, no. And watching the little video, it looked like Jordan Poole was talking that stuff. You want to talk that stuff to the bully and expect him not to save face and whoop yours? You're out of your mind. Draymond Green was in the right to smack him around. He's the bully. He's the known bully. And he gets paid for it, to get in there and smack somebody. If Ron Artest was in the league, would you expect to go up to him and talk smack right in his face and spit on him? And not get your earlobe knocked off? He's going to pick you up by your shoulder blades and throw you into the Gatorade bucket. That's Ron Artest. You don't do that to Ron Artest. Same thing with Draymond. You don't do that to Draymond Green. Dude, he's kneed, elbowed, punched people for years now, and you're going to go talk that junk? I weigh more than Jordan Poole does. That's ridiculous. Jordan freaking Poole, dude. Yeah, he just signed a contract the other day and got his money, and now he's going to be walking around with his chest puffed out, forgetting that Draymond Green took a pay cut on purpose to win a freaking championship for the Warriors. Huh? Huh? You don't think Draymond Green could have got $140 million? Draymond could have signed for whatever he wanted, wherever he wanted. He took a pay cut and stayed at Golden State to continue to be the bully and make sure that no one puts their hands on Steph or Clay. He's the protector of the greatest dynasty in basketball right now. So don't talk that junk and check yourself, Jordan freaking Poole. Go count 20s somewhere now. Go count freaking 20s. Leave Draymond alone, man. I'm sweaty. Keeping it in basketball. I told you I went to live action last week. It was wicked hot. Wicked hot. Let me tell you. My boy B-Dot is the best sixth man in the country. Sixth man of the year. And I don't know, it's between him and Draymond, Draymond, see? Now my mind's all. It's between B-Dot and Manu Ginobili for the best sixth man of all time. I'm saying that right here. Much respect to Manu, you know, but I'm thinking I'm siding with old B-Dot, dude.
Uh-oh. We can get louder than that in here. And welcome home to the Green Zone. Give yourselves a round of applause for
I've been to games in the Dean Dome when there was no B-Dot and it was a cheese and wine type of crowd. We get up by 20, they leave with 10 minutes to go. It's half empty, and losers like me that was up at the top can sneak down to the lower level and take these old people's spots. But now, we've ran the wine and cheese people away. Now it's rocking in the Dean Dome. We're swag surfing. Duke football tried to steal it, but how'd that work out for you? You don't swag surf like us, dude. B-Dot gets everybody going. B-Dot showed up. And the team was surprised with the Final Four rings from last year. They got their jewelry. Everybody but my boy Brady. And what was wicked hot was Brady sending a video to show the people. You couldn't hear what he was saying. Right when his face popped up on the screen, it was like, you just see his lips moving and hear. Awesome, dude. Awesome. The people loved it. And it was worth walking like 3 miles in broken feet. Broke my Dracarys feet. After the Brady video, our boys started scrimmaging. And tremendous athlete, Dewey Ferris, was out there. He was guarding Armando. They threw the post inlet pass, and old Dewey did a little swim move and stole the ball, dude. He was out there all over the place. He's diving on the floor. Freaking Dewey. He had me up out of my chair yelling, dude. Freaking Dewey. It was fun to be there, and good to see him get their rings. You know, heck of a run last year, boys. And I don't know when Brady's going to get his. I doubt they mail it. They're going to have to give it to him in front of the people, and that will be a glorious day. They may not stop cheering. The people that are there may just cheer forever. Until just carry like a jolly good fella down the street. That's going to be great. Speaking of Brady, the last game, I told you they're rough over there, dude. They got this old boy on Brady's team named Wagstaff. You hear me? Wagstaff set the gnarliest screen I ever seen. It was wicked hard. Dude, it was back court, and they were playing like full court pressure, and this guy's down in his digs trying to ride the point guard with the ball. And old Wagstaff sneaks up out of nowhere and bam! Lowers the shoulder on this old boy, dude. It drops him. He sent that boy back to the locker room looking like Tua Tagovailoa, son. That old boy needed some protocol. Old Wagstaff got in there and dropped somebody, son. It was beautiful, man. And Brady's finding his steps out there, dude. He's hitting threes, and he is dunking on folks last game, dude. He had a nasty mash. He just grabbed it and mashed it on this old boy. I ain't going to say wicked hot again. I've outdone my wicked hots. Yeah, that old boy needed a concussion protocol. Let me see where we're at. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to let you know for game times for Brady, if you are interested in watching, follow Perth Wildcats, Perth Wildcats on Instagram, and they'll blow up the times and all that. Just do the math, you know, halfway around the world. You could figure it out. Okay. We're through with the sports. I have to talk to you on a personal note here. I am looking at the sunset of my 20s. I don't even know what day it is. I only have like a week and change left of being in my 20s. And it's, I don't know. Like I've had the weird feeling about it the past few days. I've not led the healthiest lifestyle, you know. I don't eat vegetables, and I don't drink water. Water gives me heartburn for some reason. And I'm 30, you know. And it's not like I'm going to switch it all up now and eat kelp and you know, drink filtered water. So I'm 30. That means like I'm half dead, you know? An unhealthy lifestyle that's not going to change. I'd rather have a good time than be here for a long time. So, I don't know. I'm half dead. And I don't know how to feel about it. You know, I don't have much to my name. I have this subpar project. I have, the coffee stain clothing, which this podcast is brought to you by me, coffeestainclothing.com. Wicked hot sweaters, dude. Oh, I say it too much. I'm half dead, y'all. And it's as sad as it is inspiring. Like every time I catch myself just watching a YouTube video or, you know, just sitting there like a bump on a log, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm half dead. Kick it in, you know? Let's do something. Let's go. I think that maybe that's why I started the coffee stain clothing thing. Because I'm half dead and I need some purpose in life. That's it. Not a midlife crisis. I just, I don't know, man. I don't know what I want. And I'm 30. And that's scary. I don't know what I want. But I do know I'm half dead, so I need to figure it out before the other half is up. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It is wicked depressing, coasting out of your 20s into the unknown and being half dead. But you know, maybe the other side isn't so bad. The afterlife. Maybe. You know? What if I get like a nimbus cloud like Goku? And I could zoom around on folks like that. That'd be wicked hot, huh? Get you a little nimbuchi cloud, dude. And go zoom. That'd be nice. Maybe it's nothing to be scared of, you know? I'll be alright. I made it okay here. I didn't choose to come here. I made it okay. You know, didn't knock it out of the park. But I'm okay. You know, I got what I need. I got a Roy Williams cup with a Coca-Cola beverage in it. I'm okay. I have a alligator head on my table. I'm fine. I have this. This I almost forgot about. Now this merits the term wicked hot. This is a lapel pin kit set. I said that horrific. This is a box from Kith that contains a lapel pin set. Nice. Beautiful. This is my second of these. I've collected this one, and I got the tailor-made from Kith lapel pin set. I said that one really nice. And I don't know. I'm a freaking nerd, dude. I'm 30. I'm 30, and I'm buying lapel pins on the internet. Put a pin in me. I'm freaking cooked. Whatever, dude. I'm half dead, and I just started a clothing company out of my midlife crisis. So go to coffeestaindclothing.com if you need you a nice sweater to curl up in, watch football, and fall asleep. Hopefully you're not a Dolphins fan like me, because it's going downhill, fellas. I know one of the viewers, my buddy Tanner, he's a Dolphins fan. I'm with you, buddy. It hurts. Next time you see old deep cut Donnie, I'll be 30. Wicked hot. You puppy the way. That's some Halo lingo talk for you, baby. We've been still going off on Halo. Dude, I wake up early. I stay up late. We get it done. You hear me, son? Get it done. I'm messaging these boys on there still. I got into this whole thing with this boy for about 3 days on there, messaging back and forth, dude. All right, what can I hit you with? Let me give you something. What do we say in Halo? All right, we say wicked hot. We say just about how big a boy are you? Just about how big a boy are you? Just about how big a fella are you, son? Dude, we give it to these old boys on Halo. I'm gonna consciously pay attention next time, and I'm gonna write down our Halo lingo and bless the folks with it. For right now, you can have wicked hot and just about how big a boy are you? That's our Halo attitude right now. We're coming with it, bruh. And that's it, dude. What am I going to do? Give you a freaking ear beating? I swapped out the cereal box. Got the Supreme cereal box up here now. I gave this to Bees like 2 or 3 years ago, and there's dust on it. He don't care. God bless you, Bees. So, I use it. And last thing, Vinyl Soul Searching. Coming up in a few days. Last time I'm saying it, but it merits it as well. Wicked hot. Alice in Chains, the intro song, Down in a Hole. And this also has Rooster, which I put on the Brady Manic highlight video that I made. Rooster by Alice in Chains. Down in a Hole by Alice in Chains. Beautiful. Beautiful jams that will definitely make an appearance on the next Vinyl Soul Searching coming up in a few days. But for now, that's it, dude. Go Vols, go Tar Heels, and go to www.coffeestainedclothing.com. Take a little gander around, fondle around, and buy you one of them t-shirts or sweaters, and I'll ship it to you, Bubba. And that's it. And that's that, dude. Nothing else. Thank you for being here. Next weekend, I'm going down to Georgia. Going to watch the Sugar Show Sean O'Malley fights and bet all your money on Sean O'Malley. He's winning in the first round. No question. No ands, ifs, or buts. He's just going to pick this old boy up by his shoulder blades and drop him, dude. How big a boy are you? Sean O'Malley. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.